Let's take an early look at the Season 6 Halloween event releasing very soon for MW2 and Warzone. A bunch of important map changes here, events, Halloween operator crossovers, a ton of content to break down in today's video. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. First up here, on some overall info, Season 6 is expected to release on Wednesday, September 27th, a little over a week from today, at these times up on screen: 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. UK. Pretty standard stuff here, of course. As we've seen with previous updates, we never really get a good enough preload, in my opinion. PlayStation players can usually preload the update a day or two in advance. Xbox and PC players, however, have to wait until the update actually comes out to download the whole update. For Season 5 Reloaded, we had a massive update, 50 to 100 plus gigabytes. Although once you downloaded that update, it actually helped optimize your total file size for MW2 and Warzone, which is a good outcome, but up front, downloading that much content off the bat is a lot, and it takes a lot of time. It takes me several hours, so hopefully for future updates here, maybe for Season 6, but especially for MW3, these overall update sizes are a lot smaller. We'll see very soon what we get there, and for previous updates as well, as we've seen, you could actually play and use some of the content early. We saw this with MW2's Season 1, Season 2 updates, where you could check out some of the MP maps in a private match, or you could check out some of the operators early, some of the weapons early as well. Could that happen again for Season 6? Potentially. Could you be able to use some of the Halloween content early as well? Definitely possible, but might not be as likely this time around. I'll be sure to update you guys on if we can use any content early. But first up here, for important events and map changes, of course, we're getting this Halloween event that should be a bit after Season 6's release. Of course, Season 6 should be releasing next week. I doubt we're getting the Halloween update a whole month before Halloween, but I do want this event to start early enough to actually be able to enjoy it. For me, the entire month of October, you know, it is like celebrating Halloween, right? I want the event to actually last a good amount of time, to where once you're done with Halloween, once it's past October 31st, you're moving on to the next big update, which in this case is just going to be the release of Modern Warfare 3. And it's kind of weird celebrating a holiday after it already passed, so it's safe to assume that this event will last around 2 weeks or so. And if we look at Halloween, that lands on a Tuesday, October 31st, so 2 weeks before then would be October 17th. Updates don't usually start on a Tuesday, so maybe a day later, Wednesday, October 18th, is a good potential start here for this haunting event in MW2 and Warzone, which seems like more of a Season 6 Reloaded type of update. Of course, again, they could start it a bit earlier on Wednesday, October 11th, which gives us a whole 3 weeks to really enjoy the update, play the LTMs in Warzone and MW2, and all of that good stuff. So, of course, I don't mind them starting it earlier. For me, if you started on October 1st, I'm fine, because it's completely fine to celebrate Halloween for the entire month of October. So having a whole month of Halloween activities in Call of Duty is completely fine, and honestly super cool by me. Some of the best times that people have ever had playing Call of Duty and playing Warzone were during the past Haunting of Verdansk events, and I feel like people probably wish those events lasted a lot longer than they did. So I don't think anyone would complain if this event started a bit earlier than expected. But again, I'll be sure to update you guys on that. And for the events as well, what are we seeing? So we've talked about this before. We're expecting zombies in MW2 multiplayer, and then ghosts in Warzone. Now, how exactly is this gonna work here? Because it could be kind of interesting. Maybe there'll be some crossovers as well. Let's look back at the past here to see what they did. Haunting of Verdansk, the first event we saw for Halloween in Warzone, obviously back in 2020, was mostly just zombies here. It was really cool. We, of course, had a nighttime Verdansk playlist, which was super cool. There was an exclusive mission called Trick or Treat, where people would open supply boxes in specific locations around the map for a chance to get a Halloween-themed item. A new limited time mode was also added to Warzone, Zombies Royale, of course, which was pretty much just fighting zombies, and if a zombie kills you, you turned into a zombie. Super fun. We had some really sick store bundles as well. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre bundle, which was fire, and the Saw bundle as well. For multiplayer in that game, we had Gunfight, and Onslaughter, nighttime versions of various MP maps, Haunted House Party. Also in Modern Warfare and Warzone, players could get a pumpkin head mask after killing 3 players without dying, and a flaming version after killing 10 players without dying, which was super cool as well. So there's so many little changes here made to the game in MP and Warzone, so many little updates and playlists there that would be so fire. And for the overall event rewards here, it was pretty simple overall. You kind of just, again, as I said, opened up supply drops and you would get different items here. So that was the trick-or-treat missions. You would get calling cards, charms, weapon sprays, watches, Odin blueprint as well, a combat knife blueprint, all really sick stuff, but those are pretty easy to obtain here. Now for, Modern Warfare 2 this year, I would want the challenges to be a bit more in-depth, a bit more interesting. Having to actually complete a certain task in the mode to get the rewards would be cool, but again, we'll see very soon. Any type of mission, though, is definitely welcomed. It's just different. It's fun to have some Halloween-themed things to do in the game, so whatever it is, it's still going to be cool. Now, obviously, for the next year, we saw the Ghosts of Verdansk event, which was a bit different. We had, instead of zombies in Warzone, we had ghosts in Warzone. So a very similar vibe, nighttime version of Verdansk 84, very similar to Zombie Royale. Pretty much you would fight ghosts, and if you die to a ghost, you would turn into a ghost. Pretty cool stuff there. And there were different mechanics as well. You had a fear meter. The fear level increased over time, but players could perform certain actions to either increase it or decrease it. Your fear would go up when players were being shot at, when you were hit by equipment, when there were kill streaks nearby, when you're camping in the same area, which was cool. Seeing ghost players or dead operators, having teammates downed or eliminated, your fear would go down. When players eliminated another human or ghost player, revived a teammate, or when you completed a contract. Very cool stuff there. And when your fear level reached 50% or above, the players would experience hallucinations ranging from visual effects obstructing the screens, blood splatters, bugs, spiders, stuff like that, to jump scares with ghostly faces and even Ghostface himself. And that, look, what they did here was so cool. So now, of course, we know that we're getting ghosts in Warzone this time around, but are they going to go as far as to have all these features here in the game? Will we just have a very simple ghost event where we're fighting ghosts, you turn into a ghost, and that's it? Will they have all of these cool mechanics here? I think the fear meter returning would be super cool. Will they have a whole new type of mechanic very similar to this here and go as in depth as they did during Cold War? That would be exciting as well. We don't know for sure, but hopefully they do go as far as to really make it an interesting mode here and not just kind of Ghost in Warzone. And that's pretty much it. Have some more mechanics there, have some more things to do, all of that good stuff. And during that time as well, we of course had some really cool bundles. We had the Scream Operator bundle, with the Donnie Darko bundle as well, the Ghost of War, what kind of Halloween skin you got for pre-ordering Vanguard, which was kind of cool, and other just Halloween themed bundles I'll put up on screen. So, really solid stuff here. Again, those two events were some of the best events we've seen in Call of Duty, especially after Warzone first release in 2020. So having an event up to this level here would be insane. And I gotta mention as well, a way to go even further here is to do something that they did such a long time ago, back during COD Ghost DLC season. This wasn't even for Halloween, I'm pretty sure, but they released a Halloween themed multiplayer map called Fog. Fog was such a cool map. The entire map was pretty much inspired by classic horror film. So of course the main thing was the field order, where you could pretty much become Michael Myers, run around the map with a knife, kill people. So sick there. Now obviously the map overall had a bunch of horror movie references there. We actually had a reference to Evil Dead, multiple references here, and of course, as you guys know, as I'll talk about in a second, we're gonna have an Evil Dead operator, Ash Williams, in MW2, which is exciting. Now there's also references to The Ring, Friday the 13th, Scream, The Walking Dead, Ghostbusters, just really crazy stuff here. So Fog, again, was such a cool map. Having a whole themed, dedicated map for Halloween releasing in Season 6 for, MW2's multiplayer would be insane. Or honestly, I would be completely fine with them just bringing back Fog. Remaking Fog for this Halloween event would be so sick. So, and it wasn't even a bad map layout as well. It was a pretty cool map. So let me know down below your opinions on that. I think Fog being added for this update would be so cool, and that would be a perfect way to have some type of, Halloween horror element to multiplayer, because I feel like it's easy to have this stuff in Warzone, but it's a bit more difficult to have it in MP and to have it actually work well and actually be fun. And I feel like Fog would be a great way to bring those Halloween vibes to MW2's multiplayer. So let me know down below your opinions on that. But for some more content here, what are we getting for this haunting event? So again, we're getting a bunch of cool operators here. We're of course getting Skeletor from Masters of the Universe, Ash Williams from Evil Dead, Spawn from Image Comics, and Alucard from Hellsing. Super solid stuff there. Hopefully all of those guys are released there. We're also getting a bunch of different operators as well. We have a Jack-o'-lantern, Fender skin, a Callisto skin, a Cleo skin. I mean, just really cool stuff there. Love those operators as well. Hopefully some of these are free, a part of the actual event, and they're not all payable bundles. I think the crossovers will definitely be bundles that you have to buy in the store, but hopefully the other operator skins we see in the game here are from just completing missions in the event for Warzone or multiplayer. So we'll see very soon. And also for this event as well, we're going to see apparently a mummy boss in the game, which probably will be for Warzone, but could be an MP as well. You know, where are we fighting the mummy boss? What do we get for fighting it? Is this like the final challenge? What big reward do we get for defeating him? You know, that's pretty interesting. We'll see very soon what we get there. Some more stuff on this here. It will be Valak from the Conjuring universe. Interesting stuff there. So again, that's definitely not confirmed, but that would be a pretty scary character or boss to fight as well in the game. Even if that was an operator as well, that would be super cool. The Conjuring movies, especially the first one, are pretty good, honestly. So having that, you know, character in the game would be super fire. Let me know down below your opinions on that there. And we know already that Warzone will see a bunch of pretty solid map changes here. Of course, we're pretty much getting a guaranteed nighttime version of Al-Mazrah, which is pretty obvious there, but we're also getting a Hell Train as well. So there will be some different vibes here on the map, which will make the event pretty cool. It's always nice to see some changes where it doesn't look like the exact same map. There's actually some new themed things. We'll see if they decorate the houses, if there's blood on the walls of certain Al-Mazrah buildings, and just different stuff to really give it a cool haunted vibe on the map. So we'll see very soon what we get there. I'll be sure to update you guys on any more, you know, information that we get for this event. But overall, that's it here for this video. Be sure to subscribe for more COD update videos like this. Let me know down below anything else you want to see here added to this haunting event for MW2 and Warzone. Any other operators you want to see return, any map changes for Warzone, for MP, any things you want to see, any LTM ideas you guys have. Do you want to see Fog return? Let me know down below. Subscribe for more. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.